You are a code. Your brain is a processor. Your brain is processing certain bits of information, right? There's multiple different compartments of the brain, the anterior midcingulate cortex, you got the prefrontal cortex, you got the amygdala, you got the hippocampus, a ton of different compartments that each process the information. When I say you are a code, it is because your brain is a code. It's been coded, it's been formatted. That's what's happening in your formative years. You being a little child, your environment, it shapes the way that you think, feel, and act. Bottom line, you come into this life. However, it's been proven now that mitochondria can actually recognize a stressor for 50 generations. That's new science that was just put out. I forgot the PIMD number, but you can find that on PubMed. Because I always say, look for yourself. Always check these things out for yourself. Don't just take the information that I say as truth. This is my truth. This is what I've come to find on my spiritual journey. These are the things that I'm sharing based on how I've been able to see my own reality shift and change by letting go. You have to understand that the code works with the quantum field. So the way that you think, feel, and act. Okay? Now let me try to explain this. In this moment, if you can think of something, okay, think of something that's holding you back. Like for me, it was that I'm not thin enough. I don't have my abs showing the way that I want them to show. Okay, that's for me, not for everybody. You pick your own thing. Maybe you're just feeling like you're not worthy, or something like that. Pick whatever it is for you. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. Now, if I close my eyes and I don't let that thought slip past my awareness, right? I'm aware of it now. I can see that that thought is there, and I've recognized it because it's been weighing on my own ability to find this like confidence, okay? Because I really, really wanted my abs back. And I was seeing this constantly. Just, it's like you can grab the thought and you can look at it and you can go, hey, you're not real. You're just a program. You're a part of something that I don't want to be anymore. And then you could put that wherever you want. For me, I throw it in a lava pit because I have a dream of flying over a volcano one day. That's on my bucket list. So I always just dream, like when I go there, I'm going to throw all of these in there in real time. So I'm just stacking it up because that's also going to help me create the reality where that actually happens. But that's for another video. And so I throw it in a lava pit and then I replace it. But more than just replacing it, I feel the emotions of the new identity. So the program now is I am a healthy, fit individual who is fuckable and functional, who looks good with his six-pack, who maintains his six-pack. That's the new identity. And that's the confirmation, and that's the rewiring that I'm going to do. And now I'm going to feel what it feels like. Just feel the amazing feeling. Oh man, I'm on the beach, my shirt's off, I'm leaning over, and I don't feel that extra pudge. My shirts fit better. Who knows? Maybe I'm doing some like boudoir shoots or something because I'm just really feeling myself. And I'm just feeling what that would really feel like. And I'm just focusing on that. Man, it feels freaking amazing. And then opportunities are going to come my way. Such as my aunt and uncle say, hey, let's go get some pizza. And I'm tracking my calories now because I know that I need to be in a deficit and I need to track my macros if I really want to get the six-pack, okay? So that's a behavior. That's already a new program that I've instilled. Mind you, this is just my story of how I instilled this to get the body that I have now, okay? So opportunities are going to come. Now, opportunities are going to come that are familiar, that are going to give you that instant gratification because the neurons that are firing and wiring together right now are already giving you those neurotransmitters. right? It's already given you the dopamine and all those kinds of good feelings by acting on that, because your brain thinks that's the program. It thinks that's what I like. That's what you like. You're not you. You're the observer putting in this program. That's why, again, you can take out the feeling and look at it the way that I was looking at it, because I'm observing that. That's who I am. I'm the observer. I'm not this thought. I'm not the thought that I'm an overweight person. That's not me. I got to rewrite that program. And so I am rewriting it, and now I'm going into it, and I'm talking about the idea where the opportunities come, like my aunt and uncle wanting to go out for pizza, or, wanting to do something like that. Or maybe, someone wants to go on a walk and get ice cream. And, if I'm going over calories all the time, or not really watching my macros or getting enough protein, I know that that's not going to rewrite the program. The best, number one thing that you can do to rewrite this program is to take aligned action. The aligned action towards that re-solidifies the new neurons to fire and wire together. It strengthens those neural networks. That's what's happening in your mind. This program is starting to rewrite itself. It's no different than artificial intelligence. The action that you take. So you can input something into artificial intelligence, right? And there's a code behind that is taking an infinite potential of all these things that it's programmed with, and it's solidifying it and synthesizing that information to try and give you as close to what you are asking for. It is a manifestation from a program that created an image that you could see in your mind. You were able to tell artificial intelligence, look at artificial intelligence kind of like the quantum field, what you wanted, and it instantly is able to give it to you through programming. Okay? It works the same way with the quantum field. The way you think, feel, and act is how you're interacting with this field. It's the matrix. It's code. It is all energetic frequencies. Everything is vibrating at a specific frequency, and it's energy. These little quantum strings of energy. And it all exists in this infinite potential. And you can collapse any one of those into form through awareness by being the observer. But you have to observe the program right now that's running in your mind. And that's why meditation is so important. You have to know what program you are running. And that takes introspective work. And it takes being honest with yourself, because you have to admit, who are you being now? I was being a fat slob. I was eating pizza. I was eating Hot Pockets. I was, getting freaking high 24/7 and just mowing down on, you name it. All the things, right? Got up to 246 pounds. I'm down to 190 now. And I realized that nothing changed until I changed the program, until I changed my energy. Because your energy is the frequency of the program you are running. Meaning, the program that you are running, the way you think, feel, and act is consistently, constantly interacting with this quantum field. And this quantum field is matching your energetic frequency, bringing those experiences, people, circumstances into alignment with you. And so that's why you're experiencing everything. What story do you have around money? What story do you have around relationships? Look, if your story is that all men suck and all men are narcissistic and all men are, trash bags. Trash bag? Wow, that sounds like not like a big diss, but you trash bag. I'm going to say that to someone next time. Do that. No matter how mad you are, just or no matter how bad someone, just say, you know what? You're a fucking trash bag. You know that? I don't know why that's so funny. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. Trash bag, you're trash. Oh yeah, so if that's your story, or vice versa, if you think all women are, hoes and they, just trifling and this and, gold digging, whatever, then that's the program. That's your belief. Now, if you can't still your mind or quiet your mind long enough to actually start observing these thoughts, then you're never going to change the program. If you cannot meditate, meditation, this isn't like sit down for 30 minutes to an hour, 50 minutes. All you need to start with is 5 minutes. 5 minutes at the end of the night. Start there. That's where I started. At the end of the night, I would take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and I would put my headphones in and I would listen to some Hertz calming as I kind of drifted off to sleep. But I would become aware of what were in thoughts. And my thoughts were predominantly, look, I'm fat. I can't lose weight. I'll never lose weight in my stomach. Whatever these stories were. And I had to, once I started to become aware of them, I was able to start changing them. And then opportunities also started to come then where instead of getting pizza, I chose chicken and vegetables. I lied. I don't think I chose vegetables. I don't really like them. But I chose fruit. I know that much. And if I did choose vegetable, it was like an avocado or some broccoli. But as I'm thinking of that moment, I don't know if I chose vegetables. So anyways, so then what did that do? Well, it disrupted the old program, kind of like a little glitch. It was like, whoa, this is different. This is kind of like scary, And then a lot of excuses came up. I'm like, oh, I gotta cook the chicken. Oh, I gotta season it. Oh, it's gonna be dry. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Because that was like the old program trying to fit itself in and say, no, this is who you are. Remember, this is the program. What are you doing? This chicken and stuff, this doesn't get the neurotransmitters booming for you. And so you have to make the conscious choice. It's about how conscious you can be about the decisions you're making. How many of these programs are you going to let slip past your awareness throughout the day? It's all program. It's all a program. And when you can start seeing it, start with just one belief. Give yourself 21 solid days and start with just one thing that you can become aware of in the moment. What is it? Do you think that you deserve being yelled at by your partner? Because it's happening because you subconsciously believe you do. Even if you don't like it. Even if you're like, I wish they were more calm. I wish they could talk to me, nicer, or what have you. It's not them. It's an energetic frequency that is aligning with your code. And it is showing you what you believe. And consciously, you're going to think, I would never believe that for myself. You do. That's why it's there. And if you can't adopt that way of thinking, recognizing that you are creating every single thing through this code, you're interacting with the quantum field. Nothing here is solid. Nothing. It's not solid. It's just energetic frequencies that are collapsing into form once you observe it. And you're observing it because of the beliefs that you have. The beliefs that you have are the program that's running through the way you think, feel, and act. If you want to rewrite it, you need to first recognize how you're thinking. And from there, you need to start feeling how it feels and hold on to that emotion. And start acting as if. People oftentimes they go, well, if they want to, a lump sum of money, or they want this like abundance, they're like, act as if, well, then I got to spend money and I got to do this and I got to do that then because I'm rich then. How would you act? You think that rich people are just out there spending their money and consuming? No, it's not. That's the wrong way of looking at it. If you think that when you're rich, all you're going to do is just spend money and buy luxury, then you're never going to be rich. You need to not worry about the liabilities and start worrying about your assets. Start there. There's a little thing you can start working on. Switch out the beliefs. I no longer care about the material. All I care about are assets. I am a person who now understands the value in assets. I am a person who now understands the value in assets. What does it feel like? Opportunities are going to come. The opportunities are always going to come because you're going to get an opportunity to show the field who you are. And it's going to constantly give you bigger and better opportunities. And each one is going to lead you to where you want to go. And eventually, what's going to happen is you're just going to start living a whole new life. And the number one thing that's going to stop you from rewriting the code, once you've done all of this work, the energetic frequencies that are trying to leave, that there's resistance around, that you're holding on to, are going to hold you back in that frequency until you can let them go. And that is the hardest thing that I have learned about this frickin' journey, is letting the shit go. Friends, family, partners, children that you built bonds with through partnerships. It's freaking tough. It really is, man. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It's the sacrifice. And that's what they talk about. You know, they say that if you want a certain level of success or you want to live a certain life, you have to realize that this old life needs to die. It 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 needs to cease to exist. Everything that is around you is because of who you believe you are, because of what your program is allowing you to become aware of. And so almost always nothing is going to be in energetic alignment with that new you. And letting go is hard, man. But I think that is the key. Once you start reprogramming your code and you start realizing and you start noticing these things falling off, nothing new can come in. No new code can be written until you're able to let go of the old one. And by allowing those things to stay in your life, you are telling the field that this is still a part of my program and I want it there. And then it needs to, basically, your program's just going to recognize that that's your true actual belief, because if you didn't believe it, you would allow it to go. And so you are a code. Your mind is the key to unlocking this universe. It is so much more powerful than we have ever been taught. Ever. It is amazing what this thing is capable of. And I urge you to start learning about it. All the information is out there. And if you follow my content, you're going to get that here. What I am working towards through my spiritual awakening, you know, coming from about 5 years ago now, is that my gift or whatever is to merge the spirit realm with the physical realm, or at least give a higher level of understanding. I just feel called to it. And neuroscience and quantum physics, obviously that mergence, that's it. You know, as I continue to lead down science, I'm finding that at the end of it is non-physical. At the end of science is just energy. It's God. That's it. But you're a program. I'll say it again. You are a program. You have been programmed. You need to wake up from this program if you want to genuinely survive what is coming. And that's not to fearmonger you. There is an awakening on a mass scale. And if you're watching this content, you cannot perceive of what you are not energetically in alignment with, which means you are a part of that awakening. No matter where you are in that journey, you're waking up. I hope you found value in this video. I appreciate you being here.